Hey everybody, welcome to another Phasmophobia video. This one is kind of unlike our other videos because I'm going to be showing you basically how to play the game. I know we haven't really covered that yet, and it's just me this time. That's me, Zollern Wolf. So here are our objectives. So this is the most primary thing to understand, is you play this game to make money to afford more equipment. Now I'm up in the levels and the cash and stuff because I play it so much with my friends, so it doesn't really affect me that much, but when you're first starting out, money and the equipment's hard to come by. So you want to complete as many of these objectives as you can. So you'll have these four objectives here that you'll have to look through. Discover what type of ghost we're dealing with. That objective finishes once you complete the game, because what happens is you use this journal here. You press J for the journal, and you can click this button right here. I don't know if you can see my mouse or not. Then you make a button that goes all the way back. But this one right here with the double arrows, you just regularly click that, and you'll have different things that it can be. So you'll cycle through all these different possible evidences, which you use your equipment to determine. And based on that, so let's say that. Oh, that's a bad combination. Okay, so if it was those three things, it would be a revenant. There's also other ways to determine what type of ghost it is by using hints that are provided also in the journal. We're gonna go ahead and start. This kind of gives you the overlay of it. Sanity is important. We'll get to that in a minute. So spirit, here are its strengths, its weaknesses, and what evidence it would have to be. So you have all these different types, and each one can do things more. Like a djinn can turn power on if they get their power from light, so you want to turn off the breaker. Mirrors are the exact opposite. They get their power from the dark, so you want to turn lights on. Poltergeist likes to throw things. A banshee will typically target one player at a time. If that player is not in the house, they are not very active. A wraith can go through walls and doors, and usually just, even though it's kind of slow, it's deadly. So that pretty much covers it. Oh, a shade will only hunt if the player is by themselves. And a demon will start hunting pretty much frequently, like 50% sanity and below. If they start hunting around then, and you can almost be guaranteed it's a demon. A Yuri will have a huge effect on your sanity. And Oni is a type of a demon. So this is where you'll keep your photos, and you can get money based on photo evidence too. So you have all these different types of things you can find, like a bone or the Ouija board, excuse me, or dirty water, footsteps, fingerprints. Okay, so let's get into all this. So this is where your sanity is displayed. Now I'm at 100% because I haven't gone in the house. Now there are certain things that lower your sanity, like darkness, seeing ghost events, hearing certain things. And using the Ouija board. That will definitely do it. That can actually trigger a hunt. Now this is a headset cam for other players to see what you see, so it's not going to matter much for me, because even though that's pretty cool, I'm by myself. So this toggles night vision on and off. You want to make sure you grab the key, obviously, otherwise you're not getting in the house. Now the three things I like to grab, because you can only grab three things to start with, is the EMF reader, flashlight, which is a strong flashlight. Your regular ones are somewhere. They're right there. And then I like to grab a photo camera because in case I see anything. Now the house I picked is Tanglewood Street House. It's the same house that the tutorial is based on. So if you haven't done that yet, you actually can't play yet if you haven't done it. But if you somehow made it past there, I would recommend doing that. Okay, so now what we want to do is go in here. I turn on lights a little bit. So now once you're in here and your free microphone is on, the ghost can hear you talking. So you can know where you're at, and it can hear you. And it'll respond to certain stimuli, like if I say, give us a sign, or give me a sign. If I'm in the right area, it'll throw something, or the EMF will go off. Occasionally it'll even spawn. I'm stuck on the bed. Okay. So what I like to do first is look for any kind of photo evidence, like the bone or something like that. This is a small house, and I'm not sure if you just heard that, but one of the doors closed nearby. Nothing in here. And this difficulty is on professional. The difficulties do matter. If you die on professional, you don't get anything back if you die. Now on amateur, you will get 50% of your stuff back. On your intermediate, you will get 25% of your stuff. And when I say stuff, I mean money, like for your stuff. This EMF reader will go off once I'm near the area. Usually, not always. It's best to have somebody else in here with you that has a thermometer so they can tell by the room's temperature. Alrighty, let's take a look around. Just FYI, I am using a controller, but I'm pretty sure I know the key bindings as well. I'm not sure what the keys do. I haven't really found it. Whoa. Okay, that's footstep happened near me, but you see my EMF's not going off. There it goes. See, I just knocked that picture off right there. So EMF 3, that's not a 5, but it is a response on an EMF reader. So I like to do this, and then I like to go out and get the next thing. And you can take your camera with you if you want. I like to leave. Whoa, okay. Mine here. Let's take a photo of that. Or not. Okay. Alright, that is EMF 5, so that goes in our evidence. And you usually want to wait till you're back in the truck to do that, but I'm dumb, so I'm gonna look for photo evidence if I can. I like to try to find a bone or something. That's fun to do. Hey, there's the bone. So you want to take a picture of it first and then pick it up. Messing with the car is a good way to mess with your friends, by the way. Alright, let's check the basement right fast for photo stuff. By the way, don't be like me. I'm playing very dumb because I'm walking around after I found the ghost and I haven't gone out and got my equipment yet. That needs to be the very next thing you do. I am just so used to this now that it just doesn't scare me. See where I try to take a picture of the cup, counted as an interaction, so we'll get $10 for that picture, $10 for the bone, and then I think $15 for actually picking the bone up. And I meant to leave this in there. I'll just drop it right here. Now here you can see the activity, and the higher it is, the more the ghost has been active, obviously. Now it's flatlined since I'm outside of the house. So first thing, let's check my sanity. 81% now, 82. It kind of fluctuates a little bit. Alright, get a ghost to walk through salt. The ghost's name is Jennifer Jones. This ghost seems to respond to everyone. And what that means is it really only applies to this, which is a spirit box. If it's an alone ghost, then it will only respond to you with a spirit box if you're by yourself, or if you're a sufficient distance enough away from the person holding the spirit box. Occasionally it will still respond that way as well. Now I'm not even in there and it's being active. This is a particularly murderous one. And EMF level 5 is kind of rare, I've noticed. Alright, so what I like to do next is grab this crucifix. I'll explain that in a minute. And grab a video camera. I'll come back and get the salt here in a minute. So this video camera, once I set it up on this tripod here, it's going to let me see what's going on where I put this at from the truck. So now I'm going to set this at an angle in here so I can see what's going on from outside, and I can look for something like ghost orbs and things like that. So now we want to do this, and we turn it on, selecting it. I'd like to put that right there. Alright. Let's skedaddle. Usually your sanity has to be in a certain range for the ghost to start hunting you. Like, most ghosts should be in the 30s, but as I said earlier, a demon can hunt you, say, when you're in the 50% range or below. Even just a little bitty bit I was in there, I lost a little bit of sanity. Just like real life. Alright, I should have left this camera in there So I'm gonna do that. First, let's check our video feed, because you can change it using this mouse. Alright, so I don't see a ghost orb yet, but if there is going to be one, it'll be like this little speck of dust flying around, and it can be very fast, it can be slow, and it can move around. So it's kind of hard to spot sometimes. This is when it's best to have somebody else in there so you can see what they're doing and how things are going and advise them and keep a look on their sanity. And press the radio button here to talk, which for the keyboard is the B button. Yeah, okay, I had to make sure. And they'll hear you over the radio. We use in-game voice chat for this. We didn't used to, but we do now. Alright, so... Okay, 10 is the highest it can be at. Once it starts hunting, your flashlight will start doing this, and you'll want to turn it off and go hide somewhere with the door closed. And stay quiet. Okay, I've only got one thing on me, so I need to... Let's grab the salt. I'm going to leave the photo camera in there. Hopefully it doesn't try to hunt me. I found that closets rarely fail me. Okay, that wasn't spooky at all. Just turned off the lights behind me there. We wanted to step in this, so we want to put it kind of in a general area. And sometimes it'll respond to this. Show yourself. Come on. Show yourself. I'm willing to bet this is an Oni just because of how much stuff has been thrown. Let's walk through the salt. Alright, let's set this down right here. What the crucifix does, when used correctly, is it prevents the ghost from hunting. Each crucifix has a use of 2 each. So it can prevent it once and it can prevent it again. But it's iffy on getting it to work, especially more than once. Alright, so now that I walked through the salt, we can see that part completed. My sanity's in the 70s now. Okay, so dirty water in a sink. It is in the kitchen, so it's possible, but I found that it's very difficult to get it to do that. Occasionally it'll do it on its own. Okay, now smudge sticks, basically just sage. And you've got to have a free slot for each. So you can do this, and grab this. When you aim correctly, unlike I'm doing. There we go. Okay, so now, what you can do, now that you have the lighter in your inventory, just press the use button. I forget what it is for the keyboard. I think it's something on the mouse, or it's F on the keyboard or something. Is you can just use the sage near the ghost without having to actually squish to the lighter. And you'll want to drop it. Alright, so that should have completed now, but we still need 2 more pieces of evidence to know what type of ghost it is, so we need to go back and look at our equipment and see what else we can use to determine it. I'm betting fingerprints or something next. I am still not seeing any ghost orbs here. I suppose I could add another camera, change the angle. By the way, this is all of the equipment. You're not going to have all this starting out. Like the tripods, those come a little bit later, but as you keep playing, you'll level up pretty fast. Okay, so let's take in another crucifix and a book. I know I said UV, but I just got a feeling about the book. T toggles a flashlight, by the way. You don't have to be holding the flashlight to have it work. Just has to be in your inventory. Alrighty. Now I'll set this right at the entrance. One at the entrance and one in the middle of the area. Give me a sign. Ah, it's instant. That's awesome. Alright, so you want to take a photo of the book. I don't have to get another camera here. Alright, so now that we have ghostwriting. That's 2 things. So now we go back, if it lets us without slamming the door in our face. Oof, thank goodness. Oh my god, I'm getting wet. This is one seriously active ghost. Thank goodness, because I was worried I was going to get a boring ghost for this video. So that's completed now. So dirty water, I still feel it's kind of iffy. 63. Okay, so these sanity pills here, which again come later, restore 40% of your sanity. Excuse me. And you kind of chug a whole bottle, which is not really a great message, I don't think, but it's an independent game. It's got a long ways to go, but it's awesome. I mean, this game has come a long way, even to this inception. It's just, from what I understand, just one guy doing it. I spoke with him. He's a really cool guy. Very helpful, very nice, down to earth. And I mean, he knows what he's doing. This game was made with Unity. Okie doke. So, I'll grab another camera because the other one's about out. Let's see now. Let's take a UV light. Actually, no. We'll come back for the UV light. That's like a spirit box. It'll respond to certain things. It kind of cycles through radio stations. I like to call it the soul speaker. Okay. Where are you? Nothing detected. What do you want? Give me a sign. Show yourself. Okay, so spirit box, not one of the things. Let's see. I doubt this is gonna work, but let's give it a shot. Turn on the sink. Oh, dude, that shadow moved. I thought friggin'. Please turn on the sink. Give me a sign. You see what I mean? It's that part needs to be worked on a little bit, I think. Let's try again. Where are you? What do you want? Are you angry? Now for the spirit box to work, the light in the main room has to be off, and like I said, if it's an alone ghost, then you'll need to be obviously by yourself. Another player cannot be in the room with you. But we met all those criteria, and it didn't say anything, and in fact said nothing detected. That won't always be the case, but usually that's how it works. So we can cross that one off the list, which means it's got to be fingerprints. Where did I put it? There it is. There's no freezing temperature, so I see my breath. So it's cool. Now, it's good to have your main light off. Looking for these fingerprints. But let's see. I know it touched these lights earlier. Look, you'll see like something like green. Oh my god! Okay, it just tried to attack me. That was a little close for comfort. I'm not seeing any fingerprints here, which is just disappointing. Come on, man. Give me something. Don't let me sit here and work for this last piece of evidence. You've been so cooperative until now. Give me a sign, Mr. Fairlady. Or Mrs. Fairlady, I guess, in this case. Whatever. Okay. No green fingerprints. Both crucifixes are still there. That's a good thing. Show yourself. Darn it. Okay. Alright, so what I want to do now... Oh god, I can't see. Okay. I want to take this and kind of re-angle it a little bit. Alright, let's see what we get with that. Sometimes this last piece of evidence can be really hard to figure out, so let's go back to our truck, check the equipment, and see what else we can determine. completely dead. Well, I mean, it's a ghost, so it's always going to be completely dead, but... Still not seeing anything. Let's see, what are all the other things it can be? I gotta say, I really do feel like it's the spirit box. Just because it's nothing else. Let's up the ante a little bit and see if we can get it to say something. My sanity's back in the 60s already. And normally you want to save these for your teammates, but since I'm the only one here, chug. Alright. Let's go back in. Where are you? Come on. Where are you? What do you want? Ah! Curtain. What do you want? Come on. Are you here? Are you there? Are you everywhere? I didn't even register that as a question. I'm gonna leave that there. This one over here. Where are you? I have your spoon. Where are you? Where are you? What do you want? Alright, it's obviously not Spirit Box. It's lame. I'm curious. Where are you? Where are you? I know it turned these hallway lights off out here, so let's see if maybe it's in the foyer somewhere. Where are you? What do you want? Give me a sign. Show yourself. Where are you? Okay, I give up on that. Let's go grab the UV. Okay. That surprised me a little bit. Hey, remember when I said I wasn't scared anymore? UV. Sometimes a ghost has to touch something before you see it. Let's turn this off. Can't see where I'm going. Darn, I am still not seeing any fingerprints anywhere. That's lame. Aha! Fingerprint. Alright. The fingerprint doesn't actually have to show up. That's what we get now. It's a revenant, which also likes to throw things. Alrighty, so we are actually done here. If you wanted to, you could get it to show itself and get a picture of it. And again, dirty water thing is kind of hard to do. You'd have to hang around for quite a while to get it and taunt it and get sanity low, and that's just not something that I feel is worth it, personally. So now we're going to head back to the truck and we're going to get out of here. And just because I'm paranoid. Alright, that pretty much does it. Thank you for watching, everybody. And please be sure to subscribe our videos. If you like this video, please share it. And I will see you all in the next video. Peace out.